Stop me if you've heard this one, but it's not easy being cheesy. So today I'm going to take a look at the one, the only, Chester Cheetah from Jada Toys. I really always liked Chester Cheetah commercials. I thought they were funny and cool. And when I heard that there was a Chester Cheetah action figure coming out from Jada Toys, I was like, please, yes, sign me up for that. So imagine my hype and joy when my good friends over at Hella Dope Toys revealed that Chester was on the way. And he arrived really quickly, and I was ecstatically happy. I opened up the box to see, well, it looked like a giant box of Cheetos. And inside, Chester being cheesy. And I have to say, this is the one thing I really like about Jada Toys, is sometimes they pull up stuff I never knew I wanted in my collection, like Chester Cheetah. Now, looking at the figure, I mean, geez, this is great. I mean, the paint, the mold, the detail, everything is just awesome. I mean, it is exactly what it needs to be, and I can't see a place. I mean, I actually looked at a couple of stills before this review, and I have to say, I think they got the colors dead on from what the cartoon had. Now, I mean, some are going to argue that's not too hard to do. I mean, you can just look at the cartoon and stills and go. But you know what? At the same time, I see plenty of toy companies trying and not succeeding in doing something like this. It's pretty annoying, and well, that's what I'll say about that. Articulation. Surprisingly articulate here. Now, he's got single jointed elbows, but you know what? He's so thin, I'm not going to say much about that because it's like just very thin arms. He's got some shoulder movement and, you know, the typical as you would expect. There is some wrist movement. The head's fully articulated. You can look way up. Really nice. Yeah, I'm going over this because this is a new one. Normally at this point, you know, it's like Marvel Legends. It's like, yeah, it's all the same freaking articulation. You got their classified. It's all the same freaking articulation. This is Jada. This is new. The tail can move ever so slightly, which I like. I mean, I don't want too much movement out of it. These insanely large freaking feet, they're just great. And there is a boot cut in it. Ankles move, and there is a bit of a rocker in them. I mean, but these big feet, they just give him a whole lot of stability. Single joints in the knee. Of course, hips move back and forth. I mean, he's pretty good articulated for as skinny as he is. I mean, he is so thin. I keep thinking he's gonna, you know, I'm almost a little afraid to move him because I think he's so thin he's gonna break. But at no point do I really believe he's gonna break. So now the fun part, the accessories. Chester has a spare head. Now his other head is the non-smiling one, more just being cool and mellow. He's got a Cheeto because he's Chester Cheetah. He needs a cheetah. It's not like this is the Trix Rabbit. It was probably next on Jada's list. Who knows? But he can hold the Cheeto. Da da da. He's got some hands. He's got one set of hands doing gestures. And yeah, one kind of pointing. So I don't know what to say about those. Maybe I don't know my Chester Cheetah lore that well as I thought I did. And then he's got a bag of Cheetos because he needs a bag of Cheetos. And there you have it. I mean, the accessories really bring the whole thing together. It's a really awesome figure. I really love it. I mean, I just think it's so awesome. And it's so cool. You can bend him to lean up against the wall and just be like, hey, man, what happened? And, I mean, how many figures can you do that with? And he just looks so dead on target to the Chester Cheetah in the commercial. And, I mean, it's a food mascot I never thought about. Never really, it's like, who do you want an action figure of? I don't know. And I mean, you would have had to say Chester Cheetah, and then I said, yeah, that'd be cool, but it'll never happen. Well, here it is, right in front of you, black and white, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it is a lot of fun. How does he scale up with other figures? I mean, surprisingly well. I mean, you have to take into consideration he's a cartoon. He was a little shorter than most humans, but he wasn't insanely shorter. So he fits right in with just about any of your 6-inch lines, Marvel Legends to Star Wars Black Series to whatever. I mean, it actually works. I mean, at least it does to me. So that'll wrap up my thoughts on Jada Toys. I believe they're calling this mascot series or food mascot. But anyway, Chester Cheetah. I am really hoping we get some more out of this line and see some interesting stuff. Will I buy it? I don't know. I mean, they got me with Monster Cereals. They got me with Chester Cheetah. I don't know if I'll go any further with it. I mean, that is a good question. We'll have to find out if they release more. But thank you for watching. Remember the Titans. That is the worst tagline ever. Could have went easy with, saying it's not easy being cheesy. But, that's pretty obvious. So, one of these days I'll have a tagline. But thank you for watching and have a good one.